Hi foodies and welcome back to my channel. Now yesterday I did way too much pasta, as you can see. So I decided I'm going to make a pasta bake, but I'm going to use what bits and pieces I have left over, like a Wednesday meal. So here I have some Charleville Creations lighter mature cheddar, and I've got just about roughly half a tub left, and I've cut one onion up. I'm also going to be using black pepper, some Old Bay seasoning, some MSG. So this should be quick, easy. As I said, it's just bits and pieces I'd left over, and obviously I don't want to throw the pasta away. So I'll bring you down and I'll show you what we'll do. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my hob on, and we're going to have it on 180. I'm going to put some mirin at the bottom, and I'm going to put in my one onion. Now it was a large one. It's now sticking to my hands. So we're just going to cut this through. Now you could put a little bit of butter in there, you could put a bit of oil in there. I have a little sesame oil left, so I'm going to just put a little drop in there. And we're just going to cut these off so they're nice and soft. So when these are ready, I will bring you back and we'll go on to the next bit. Now as you can see, the onions are cooking nicely. So the next thing I'm going to do is to add a small pinch of MSG. You can use salt. Now I'm going to put in some bay seasoning, about a teaspoon. Now I had 2 sausages, what I've just cut up into bite-sized pieces. Now I am going to add some water to this, just so that you have the liquid. Now of course if this doesn't go thick enough, you can always add a bit of corn flour starch. Now I'm going to add when it decides to come out. There we go, my pepper. And into that we're going to add our pasta just to reheat through. Just to separate it a little bit. Mix all that in. Some of it escaping. And now we're going to add the rest of this cheese. You can use any cheese. This is just the cheese I had left. And we're going to let that mix in. And melt together. I'm going to add just a little bit more bay. Losing it all again. Now I'm going to put that in a casserole dish. And I'm going to put that in my halogen oven for about 20 minutes. So as you can see, that's in my casserole dish. I'm going to put that in the oven for 20 minutes. And then I will sprinkle with parsley at the end. And then we'll bring it back for the taste test. There, as you can see, it's done. So I'm going to bring it down so you can have a closer look. I put black pepper and some dill on the top. So some of the pasta shells have got nice and crispy. So I'm going to plate some up and we'll give it a taste test. So as you can see, there it is on my plate. We'll give this a taste test. Now I will say the sauce is a little bit watery. As I said, you can always thicken that up. And this is what I had, so actually it's not bad. You definitely can taste the cheese and the Old Bay seasoning. As I said, it could have been a little bit creamier. But a meal out of hardly anything. That's pretty nice. You could put anything in that, but I would recommend you making the sauce a bit more creamier. Thicken it up a little bit. You could have put it in bechamel sauce, I suppose. But I'm doing with what I had, just so that you know you can make a meal out of practically leftovers, spare scraps, whatever. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, share, comment, subscribe if you already haven't. I have noticed we've hit the 2,400 just over mark, and thank you for that. I know I haven't posted about it. It's been 3 or 4 days now since that. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see if we can get 2,500. That would be brilliant. Yeah, so I'm going to enjoy that, and there was enough there for 3, maybe 4 people. You could always get a bit of crusty bread, dip it into the sauce. So yeah, easy doing 3 or 4 people, depending on your bowl size, plate size, whatever. Yeah, so that's all for this one. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, goodbye.